We're on the edge of a global catastrophic disaster. And disasters can happen at any time and at any place. Human conflict, nuclear bombs, natural disasters, chemical and biological warfare. Without warning, the world as we know it can come to an end.
It's the near future. A viral outbreak decimates the world's population. Your home, your workplace, your friends and family, gone. Los Angeles is one of many cities left devastated. Infrastructure breaks down. Chaos reigns. This is the setting of The Colony. The Colony is a controlled experiment to see if 10 strangers can rebuild society in the wake of a global catastrophe. The backgrounds and expertise of these 10 volunteers represent a cross-section of modern society. For 10 weeks, they'll be isolated, with no electricity from the grid, no running water, and no communication with the outside world. All they'll have to work with are their skills, the tools and supplies inside an abandoned factory, and whatever they can scavenge at a handful of cordoned-off locations. As part of the experiment, an outside gang of looters and thugs will challenge the colonists' resources and security.
Get them out!
The world of the colony has been designed using elements from both historical disasters and models of what the future would look like after a global viral outbreak. Throughout the series, a group of experts will put the colonists' challenges in the context of these real-world disasters.
The volunteers of the colony have an amazing opportunity to teach all of us how to survive after a major disaster strikes.
The experiment begins now. The volunteers' journey begins with a shock to the system to simulate the stress experienced in the aftermath of a disaster. They're kept awake for 30 hours with almost no food or water.
We're all exhausted. We're all beat. We're all hungry.
Mentally drained, they're then given 15 minutes inside an abandoned department store to scavenge whatever they can carry.
I'm finding a whole bunch of ramen up here, guys.
You guys clear?
After only 10 minutes, marauders and looters are sent in to steal the volunteers' supplies.
Hey! You're done. You're done, man. You're done.
Let's go!
We got a week here. I think we got just a week.
We'll make do for now. We'll
I think we'll manage.
else later.
The final phase before arriving at the colony is lugging the 200 pounds of looted supplies 8 miles down the Los Angeles River. Now, for the next 10 weeks, they're on their own.
In an experiment of this scale and detail, the constructed world can actually become the real world for the people living in it. And they begin to internalize the experience because they realize that there is a certain reality and the potential and possible destruction of what's familiar and what's known to them.
When I went across the bridge, I'll never forget that scene, but not seeing a single living thing.
After a disaster, one of your first priorities is going to be shelter. You need a safe place to stay from the elements and from hostile forces. If you can find a place to stay that has some basic resources inside, you're well on your way to rebuilding what was lost.
You know, my heart leapt. I thought, sanctuary, that sounds great. And then my first reaction was, could be a trap.
Here.
It looks okay. It looks okay. We're gonna pull that shut.
We don't have a key. Don't have the key.
The sanctuary is an 80,000 square foot warehouse on a 3.5 acre plot of land.
My God.
Thanks.
Oh my God.
The whole manufacturing plant Hey, is guys. something. It's huge. Oh my God.
The volunteers finally arrive at their home for the next 10 weeks.
Oxy tank.
An abandoned factory supplied with rudimentary materials and tools, and a small amount of food and water. Use of these supplies is entirely up to the colonists.
It's a large old warehouse. There's a large yard, a large area to work. There's a few old cars, there's an old boat. You know, naturally that makes you think that someone's has been here and has been here recently.
Man, we got all kinds of stuff.
Metal to play with.
I'm Morgan, and I am an aerospace engineer. I never really thought about the end of the world, but in the back of my mind, I always kind of thought if it came down to it, I could survive. I definitely would consider what I'm about to do a challenging experience.
Looks like a railroad.
That's the big room.
Looks like a railroad.
We're not even in the big room yet. You sure nobody lives here?
So I walk in the main room, I see tools, I see cars, I see a lot of things that we can use. It was really a blessing.
Has anyone tried to light this place? Where's the switch?
It's nothing.
Nah.
Whoa, flashlight. Working flashlight.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't know what it
Come in, we found a bathroom.
No water.
There's
What?
no way this is going to have water in it.
All right, all right.
Power
Bicycle.
storage, kids.
We can literally
Here,
power
let me
this
show you.
entire place.
You gotta see
Propane
this stuff
tank.
over here.
My name is John, and I'm an electrical engineer for IBM.
The stuff that I know how to do with computers and electronics, this is their place for that in this new world.
You guys, we found a first aid kit.
I am an emergency room nurse, and no matter what, when it comes down to disaster or anything, I have to go and I have to help everybody else.
Inverter!
Hey, and we got
AC
the car battery.
inverter!
Tools.
This little machine converts 12 volts to 120. All right, kids. The last place we haven't looked is up there. There's a big old catwalk all the way around. There's food up here, guys. People are living here,
Yeah.
or
somebody's
were
been
living here.
Yeah, my name is Michael. I think I'm going to be the handyman go-to guy for the group. I equal 2 people when I work, so I always bite off more than I can chew. But I still get it done.
Discovering the warehouse will be an ongoing process for the next 10 weeks. The colonists have food and shelter, but one basic is in short supply.
Well, first things first, we need to have a group go down to the water because we're running out of time every second we wait.
Who's going to get water?
I am George.
Everybody else is clean and organized, basically.
That's 3. We'll be okay.
I'm going to the river with John and Morgan. We're going to fill up a bunch of coolers, 5-gallon buckets.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
After disaster, public utilities will go down, but the survivors are going to need a secure, safe, reliable source of water. Close proximity to a lake, reservoir, or river will be critical to their long-term survival.
Survive 4 minutes without oxygen, 4 days without water, and then 40 days without food. It may be less, depending on the amount of strenuous activity.
Where's the channel?
Is that what color this water is?
Purify it all. We should go to the deeper water.
Water from the Los Angeles River is a toxic stew. It's full of metals, pesticides, algae, bacteria, runoff from automobiles. It's completely unsafe to drink without some form of filtration.
That one will almost be full, and then we'll get this one full and we'll get on out of here. Okay. That should be enough water for a few days. Just a few more of these 5-gallon buckets and we should be good.
I think this is us, actually. We should try banging and see if anyone can answer us.
What the hell was that?
Hey, guys!
Oh my God.
Ah, awesome.
There we go.
All right.
All right, get inside, get inside, get it inside.
You can actually see there's some stuff swimming around in there right now.
Scientist John C. finds that his computer skills aren't the only asset he brings to the colony.
Start with a 55-gallon drum, and then we'll put a layer of sand, we'll put a layer of charcoal, we'll put a layer of sand, several layers.
His understanding of water filtration could be the key to a safe water supply. The plan is to clean the water in 3 stages. First, a layer of sand sifts out